Welcome back to the CryptoFather channel. Today is the 24th of September. It's another Wednesday. We're back at the hump day. Unbelievable how time flies. We're going to step away a little bit from Trade Ogre today and have a look at everything else that's been happening in the crypto world since last week, pretty much. Market cap is presently sitting at $3.9 trillion. We had a nice dip over the past week since the beginning of the week, slowly crawling back up to the $4 trillion mark. $192 billion in trading volume. Bless this mess. 174% pump on Bless. No idea what Bless is. Most of these coins that pop out here on top gainers or the trending lists, man, they're just like some obscure tokens that have been pushed down and are just pumped by $10,000 and they look like massive pumps or something. I have no idea. I don't know what any of these worthless, and I have no idea what any of these tokens are, but Bitcoin is presently sitting at $111,000. That is a massive pullback. $4,160 on Ethereum. Solana $214. BNB has been pumping like mad. Look, it's the only green on CoinGecko right here, over $1,000. Cardano at 81 cents. Glad to see that it hasn't dipped below 80 cents just yet, but that might still come soon. Litecoin at $106. Poundcoin $282 and Polkadot $399. These two are just not going anywhere. Polkadot is so disappointing, it hurts my head to even think about it. Looking on the daily Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin has had a nice dead cat bounce or whatever you want to call it right here, and presently sitting on the 0.236 Fibonacci support. And it's got this fib line here as resistance, so I guess we're going to have to wait and see what Bitcoin does. Over here, if it does hold the support at $111,000, we should be okay. If it breaks below this, we might see Bitcoin go back down to $107,000. That's all okay because October is almost upon us, and according to you today, Rocktober is the next thing that's coming. Top trader spots major bullish pattern ahead of pivotal month. Bitcoin might be on the cusp of forming inverse head and shoulders pattern. Must be a big pattern because we're looking at here's a shoulder, here's a head, and maybe if we see another shoulder here, that would probably be digging far. Prominent trader Josh Olchevich, no idea what that is, but yeah, basically that's what he's looking at. This is the pattern that I just indicated. This would be the head. There was the shoulder right here. And there's maybe a shoulder forming here, hoping for another trend reversal. We'll have to wait and see. In any case, Bubble Maps puts up 2 million in rewards for reporting crypto scams. So if you ever wonder what Zach XBT is doing, whether it's worth it for him, yeah, apparently there's a lot of money to be made in reporting crypto scams. So not just scammers are cashing in, but the people reporting the scammers should be rewarded handsomely. Bubble Maps puts up community bounty. Bubble Map 6 community on scams, repeat offenders, and shady behavior. They launched an intel desk, which is a crowdsourced reporting hub for scams and suspicious behavior in crypto. Around 2 million in BMT tokens will be distributed in the first year through airdrops, fee sharing, and bounties. The platform aims to track repeat offenders, shading token launches, and deceitful influencer behavior. Not too shady. Somebody should jump on that platform and start reporting BlockDAG, man, because those guys are shady as hell. Also, you might want to consider reporting to Canadian RCMP and the seizure of Trade Ogre, because that's a whole fiasco and a half right now. They just took over the money, not really considering anybody else's, funds that were locked up in it, and now people have to struggle to get it. And if you don't do anything about it, then all these funds will be gone forever. And the RCMP is sure as heck is not going to be chasing people down in order to give them their funds back. Here's the website. This is what it looks like. I can connect wallet, closed cases, open cases, UX link, multi-sig hack drains 11.3 million. Esther's price surges and is it organic? So these are cases. They've got cases listed. Hayden Davis, max extractions. These are all the cases, and I guess you can get rewarded for reporting on them. Closed cases, some of the closed cases, XPL pump and liquidation on Hyperliquid. There is a bunch of them, so that's interesting. So you can check that out at Intel .bubblemaps.io. Speaking of scams, 100 million euro crypto fraud scheme busted in Europe. Euro just led operation targets massive crypto fraud. Fraudsters scammed victims for years before getting caught. Eurojust, the European Union's agency for judicial cooperation in criminal cases, unveiled that the scheme had been running for quite a few years before it was recently dismantled. Acting on request by authorities in Spain and Portugal, Eurojust coordinated a major law enforcement operation in Europe aimed at halting what it described as an elaborate investment fraud using cryptocurrencies as bait. 5 suspects were arrested on an action day, the agency announced Tuesday, adding the scam's alleged leader was among those taken into custody. They are believed to have defrauded over 100 victims in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and other countries out of at least 100 million, over 100 million euro, about 118 million US dollars. Massive. As part of the joint effort, law enforcement authorities conducted searches in 5 locations in Spain, Portugal, Italy, Romania, and Bulgaria to press release further detail. They have also frozen bank accounts and other financial assets. Perpetrators are accused of offering high returns on investments in various cryptocurrencies through what they looked like professionally designed online platforms. Yeah, I remember one of those would have probably been AI Go Trader, whatever the heck it was called, on Telegram, on which I lost like 100 ton. The group had allegedly laundered illicit proceeds in the amount of 460 million euro, around 540 million US dollars at the time, after defrauding more than 5,000 victims in different parts of the world. According to the report published by the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime and quoted by Cryptopolitan in May, criminal groups operating in the Western Balkans have been actively using digital currencies to launder dirty money. And in August, the Central Bank of Russia revealed it had identified 1,000 pyramid schemes offering quick returns on cryptocurrency investments in the first half of the year alone. Massive. There's a lot of it. Kazakhstan is launching a national stablecoin on Solana. There's a lot of CBDCs that are going to be popping up now left and right. This is one of them. Obviously, if it's being launched by the government, is probably going to be run through the central bank, through the local central bank, and therefore it's a CBDC. There is another one that I'm going to be mentioning soon. Kazakhstan plans to launch EVO Tenji pegged stablecoin on Solana, backed by MasterCard, Intibix, and local partners. The project aims to expand crypto fiat gateways, enable card payments, and build a stronger Web3 ecosystem across Kazakhstan. With support from state banks, Solana builders, and international firms, EVO could bridge traditional finance with Web3 innovation. So there you go, that's happening. Just in Brazil's largest Bitcoin treasury company, Orange BTC, set to go public in October with 400 million Bitcoin on its balance sheet. Not bad. FTX Trust sues Bitcoin miner Genesis Digital, seeks 1.1 billion over reckless Sam Bankman-Fried investment. The FTX Recovery Trust called an investment of money from FTX sisters firm Alameda into Genesis Digital Asset one of Bankman-Fried's most reckless investments with commingled and misappropriated funds. The trust is asking the court to claw back $1.1 billion. Wow. The FTX Recovery Trust sued Bitcoin mining firm Genesis Digital Asset Limited in bankruptcy court after they said former FTX CEO Bankman-Fried used commingled funds to invest in the mining company ahead of the exchange's collapse. In a lawsuit filed on Monday in the U.S. bankruptcy court of the District Court of Delaware, the trust called the investment of money from FTX sister firm Alameda into Genesis Digital Asset one of Bankman-Fried's most reckless investments with commingled and misappropriated funds. GDA, based in Kazakhstan, was grossly overvalued, especially taking into account unrest in the country following continued blackout and new taxes, the trust said in the lawsuit. Ultimately, Bankman-Fried invested $1.1 billion in GDA with $550 million to its co-founders Rashid Makat and Marco Kron, they said, and are asking the court to get that money back. Wow, that's going to be painful. And apparently, Ethereum ETFs now account for 15% of spot market volume, which is massive. That's a lot of volume from the ETFs. One of the main reasons why BlackRock got into Bitcoin is not because he's a believer, but now BlackRock's Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs achieve 260 million annual revenue. That's a hefty sum of money that BlackRock was able to rack in on the top of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And the European Central Bank to launch digital euro in 2029. So the European CBDC is coming in about 4 years' time. But I mean, 4 years is still a long way to go. So lots could happen. And Morgan Stanley are about to launch an Ethereum and Solana trading service on E-Trade platform. So, you know, first they shun them, then they join them, and now they're building infrastructure because they got the money to do it, and that's what's going to happen. So Morgan Stanley will begin offering cryptocurrency trading on its E-Trade platform in the first half of 2026 through a partnership with infrastructure provider Zero Hash, the bank said Tuesday. So that's coming for Morgan Stanley as well. This may bring a bit more money into the crypto ecosystem or not, who knows. And a quick reminder for you that you should really pick up a copy of Crypto and Millennials. It's now available on Amazon for Kindle, or for Kindle on Amazon, vice versa. It's $9.99, 188 pages of pure crypto wisdom. Pick it up now and be wiser, be smarter with your crypto investing and all that good stuff. Also, don't forget to pick up a biometric wallet from Descent. That's also available. The ref links are below the video. One of the best biometric wallets, one of the best cold wallets out there. You can pick it up with a discount of $30, I believe. I don't remember the discounts yet. It's $99. You get a $99 discount for the purchase of 2, and I think like $30 discount for the purchase of 1 or something like that. I can't remember. But the ref links are below the video, so check those out. Do remember to smash up the likes in this video, subscribe to the channel, of course, and come back tomorrow for another update from the Crypto Father channel. Have a fantastic Wednesday. See you tomorrow. Peace.